Got one more thing for us. Speaking of all of these, population and stuff like that, we need more babies. You mentioned this a week ago or a couple of weeks ago. There's a lack of births that are happening in the world, bro. This is why we're, obviously, like, I think we know this is why we're getting such a heavy immigration in Canada.
No man has youths here, right?
No.
Not that I know of.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're failures.
Yeah. And I'm the worst because I'm the oldest. You know what I'm
You should
saying?
have 8.
So, and people like myself, or I'm maybe kind of the exception, but a lot of people in y'all generation are not having youths. You guys are both, and salute to DJ Czar because it's going to be your birthday while people are watching this today.
Yes.
Let me give you an air horn there, man.
30 years old, no youths. And I just want to say, later on this week, it's also DJ Natural's birthday.
Jeez.
Come on.
So you guys are 30 years old.
This week.
No children, not married, right? Where back in the days, like back in my day or back in my parents' days and stuff like that, like people were married by that age with youths too.
When I think about when my pops was my age, he already had 4, 5, 6 youths, 2 baby. I mean, I don't want to put all this business out there, you know what I mean? But damn, bro. And I'm thinking, like, would I be able to like maintain that? But it's also a different time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, and I'm going to play a video here. That's the video that I had open before.
Okay.
We're using mass immigration to battle that problem. There's a lot of these countries in Asia, they're not cool with the immigration thing. So they're just not having kids and their society's dying because they're not increasing and they're not accepting new people from other countries. They're super against it.
Like Japan, Korea.
All of those places. Thank you.
24, the country saw the first increase in births for a long time, posting the average up from 0.72 to 0.75. There were also 14.9% more marriages that year. Korea is not quite as old as Japan, with 20% of the population being over 65, and it is certainly doing a lot to ensure it won't be as old as Japan in the future. And what about the USA's nemesis, China? For the US, China's population problem could mean the difference between first and second place in the global power stakes. Like Korea, China is spending some serious money to get its citizens producing offspring. With current birth rates at just 1 or 1.2 children per woman, China is very concerned. If a 2024 UN report is correct, the country's 1.4 billion population could shrink to 1.3 billion by 2050 and 633 million by 2100. The Chinese are also masters of leaving. In the 1990s, millions moved abroad, and today about 10.5 million Chinese citizens live outside of the country. Tens of millions more left in recent decades. Yet inside China itself, only 0.1% of the population is foreign-born. Besides Singapore, all of the Asian nations on our list today make it very hard for foreign people to emigrate there and gain full citizen rights.
Right, and that's just like all of those different Asian countries. They mentioned Japan earlier before I started playing, where they're offering money for these people to get married. They had this whole thing on Valentine's Day that they were giving like free dinners and stuff like that for like people to link up. Like they're like forcing people to like, please date, go and have some kids, because it went from 2.1% to like 1.2%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or 1.2, not 1%, 2.1 children
Per woman.
per family per woman to 1.2, bro.
Yeah, well, okay, this is what I think we have to keep in mind, right? Like the presence of modern ideology specifically targeted towards women, I think has made it more difficult for both men and women to start families. Now, obviously, it doesn't take much to actually get a girl pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And perhaps there's lower fertility rates with like, I don't know, more like exposure to like, I don't know, like heat or whatever, like Bluetooth signals. But most people, you know what I'm saying? The majority of people can have kids. So it doesn't take much to do that. But it's like, if you want to do it the right way, like we used to, these women, because of feminism, have been taught that path in life is equal to like oppression. You'll have a lot of women who think that choosing a domestic life as a wife is like getting rid of their freedom or their rights.
Aisha Curry. Yep.
Look at Aisha Curry. I didn't want kids.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think you are? Like, no one's bigger than the program at the end of the day. And like, this is what got us here, right? But I'm telling you, like, this is all devised by a certain group.
Oh shit, man! This group, bro.
Who is this group?
Zardy Kirk.
I'm joking.
Oh man,
That was bad.
But my whole point is that like with this ideology, with the education for women, targeting them and like influencing them, and then on the other side, like men, like we are more cautious because like we see the negative sides of marriage, the increase in divorce rates.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows someone who's like a baby father who's in like a crazy situation with a BM. So like we are more hesitant, a lot of us.
Yeah.
That and well, I'll speak for out here. Like everybody's broke. Like nobody wants to be in a situation where they're raising children in extreme poverty and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you could get a nice crib, you know, pay your little $1,500 a month. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you could have a blue collar job and still support a family. That is not happening today.
Yeah.
People are working 2-3 jobs and barely maintaining themselves, much less a whole family. You know, and even as a man, like you want to be able to be the breadwinner and things. So you're thinking like, okay, I have to pay for myself and pay for my shawty. Now I'm going to introduce another variable into the mix.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, even like me, as much as I would love to have youths, I'm being very cautious of one, who I have my youths with, because I don't want no like idiot BM.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like I want to make sure I'm secure financially, emotionally, all these things, so I can actually raise a healthy human.
So now, with all that being said, is it so bad to let you know a few people into the country? Because if the country is not growing from childbirth, we need population growth. That's the thing that needs to happen. And if we're not creating our own population growth, then what are we gonna do? Immigrate people.
But like, why does that have to be the solution? Like, big up to mans like Gaddafi, who they murked off. But when he was running things in Libya, basically, as soon as you get married, they give you land and they give you bread. So it's like, oh, you're starting a family here. You're going to be adding to the population and stuff. Let us help you. Instead of in the West, they despise families, especially black families. They try to take the father out of the household.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be a woman with kids? We'll give you money as long as the man is not there.
Incentive, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've listen, I used to date a girl that lived in a baby mama building. So she couldn't be with the guy to be able to live in that building for like $85 a month.
Yeah.
You
That's
have
like
to be broken
the condition. The only condition is that like you are by yourself.
Yeah.
And you're right. I do think single parenthood is almost promoted here because if you want that, well, they do give money if you have kids, even if you're with your partner. Like I think you get like $800 a month until like a certain age, and the more kids you have, the more money you make off that.
Yeah.
But the cost of having a kid, as well as the time consumption of both you and your partner going to work, it's not just a single earner anymore who's like going to work. Like, and now the kid is gonna be like neglected in some ways. Plus, you send your kid to school. You don't know what they're being brainwashed with over there. Like we don't even trust the society that we have, but we don't have time to like actually like point the kid in the right direction. So I think with all those factors, people are like, yo, I don't want a kid. Like I can barely survive myself. Like I'm trying to be up.
And the gal them don't want to be like bogged down with no youths, bro. They want to go outside and have fun and be streamers. Like, look at this girl here. Right, TikTok influencer.
Just think about this.
Says she's tired of being a mom and wants to get back to streaming and partying. I'm not going to be a mom no more.
I got beds. That's basically it, guys. I've just literally been living life. Honestly, not streaming feels so good, but I miss streaming so much. Like I miss going out to parties and streaming everything. So I think I'm going to start collabing and start going out and start streaming, start going to California again. I think I've been a mother way too long. Like, it's been like
We love hip hop.
2 months straight of me being a mom.
2 months.
I'm tired of it. I'm not going to be a mom no more. I'm going to start going out again. I'm going to go out every weekend. So
every weekend is excessive.
Carrie, Jen, thank you so much.
We love hip hop.
You know, this kind of reminds me of this quote I heard Andrew Tate say where it's like women are loyal to their emotions. Whereas like men, like we could be loyal to like a cause. We can be loyal to a country. We can be loyal to a person. Like we're a little more principled in our loyalty. Whereas like women are like, I don't want to say they're slave to their emotions because everyone is to an extent. But like this is exactly how she feels. And of course, like hormonally, she's probably going through like postpartum and like all this like stress.
Yeah.
Added to the fact that she wants to be the main character.
The main
Whereas
character.
I feel like you're like, that's the title for this
Oh,
episode.
I already wrote it a long time ago.
Like, I think back in the day, women were groomed to be like the best supporting cast you could be for a man. That's why when you go to these like third world countries and stuff, like there's honor in being a good wife and a good mother. Now it's kind of like, nah, you just got to be like the coolest you can be or whatever.
No, bro. Now, if you do that, you're in a niche. You're a trad wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's even a term for
There's
it.
a term for it, bro. And you're making stuff from scratch and making videos of you making your freaking peanut butter from scratch and stuff and taking care of your kids from home. I work from home, or I'm a wife that stays home. Like, that's a thing. Like, it's taboo almost.
Shout out those shotties. But I just want to respond to what she was saying in this clip. I don't think you have to separate being a parent and then doing your passion. Like, I don't think there's some like line you have to cross.
Yeah.
Especially once the child like kind of grows up a little bit, you know what I mean? And they could like kind of take care of themselves. You could take a few hours each day to do your stream. You could take a few hours to make your content and stuff. I don't think your life ends because you have a child.
Okay, but I have a question. When a woman has a child, should she lessen the frequency of her going out?
Well, it depends. It depends on how much she was going out before. Because if she was already only going out once a month, then like I don't think she has to lessen the frequency.
What if it was like twice a weekend?
Then
keep your ass in the house. You're a mom.
Like, you have to adjust your behavior.
Yes.
I think a lot of them, they don't want to do it because maybe they still see their friends who they used to go out with still partying, still going to these booths. Yeah. Oh, you were just on a yacht with these guys. I used to do that before I had the stupid kid.
Well, should have told him to wrap it up, bro. Should have told him to wrap it up. Or listen, fam, I'm not outside anymore. But when I was outside, there's a lot of girls who won't tell you to put on the ting, bro.
No, it's true.
You have to take that responsibility like 9 times out of 10.
Yes, you have to make the initiative to put on the ting. And if you don't, you could just slide it right in, bro. No, raw dog it. Like, and they're not gonna, it's not gonna be like, what are you doing? You're going in raw. It's just gonna be like, this is just a normal day. It's just Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you don't know what she might have, bro.
Yeah, and who else she just letting go up in her raw. But like, and the thing is, this is me when I was still outside. I'm a man who's in his 50s. I heard that in these younger people in y'all generations, that's just the norm. It just started becoming a ting, bro. And I was smashing like 30-something-year-olds back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's crazy out here. And the amount of things that are spreading in Toronto, like when I do it shotties, I make sure I wrap it still.
Yeah.
Even if you get dome from a shotty, you could be catching things from that, bro. So.
Yeah, and a lot of these girls, they don't give a shit. And then they're just like, whatever, I got the pin thing or whatever, the needle thing. That they get the birth control that they just get they get a needle put in their arm or something.
Oh, the IUD?
IUD.
Wait, isn't that inside?
Is it inside their pumps?
The IUD is like, yeah, it's like a goalie.
I don't know. I'm a nigga, bro. I'm a guy, bro. I got a dick, bro. I don't know what they be doing, but they do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that they don't have to get pregnant besides just the regular birth control pills and shit. You know what
this is kind of related, but with the rise of AI and stuff, I was watching Joe Rogan, and then they started talking about UBI, Universal Basic Income. I feel like if that was implemented, that might help make more families and stuff, because like if there's a little more like financial, I don't want to say financial incentive to have kids, but like if it wasn't so much of a burden financially to have a youth, and like people were a little less stressed out, I think more people would be conceiving, more people would be linking up, having sex. Man would have more confidence to talk to girl. Because like, if man have bread, you could take the shotty on a date, you know what I mean? Like, but when you're broke, well, let me speak for myself. When I was broke, I'm not chatting to no girl, bro.
Yeah, that universal basic income. Oh, well, that sounds like some commie talk to me.
Goddamn commie over here.
You don't think we'll get there? Like, look at how many jobs are being taken over by AI.
No, it's coming.
We are getting there.
Yeah.
And this is what I'll say. Like, if you're a rich dude, let's say you can afford to have a kid, but now there's almost like an added cost of like, if I breed this girl, she can come for half of my ish. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like if we all get to the level of UBI where all of us are like lower class, we might want to have more kids. But I think if they lower the cost of living in that sense, the government will have more control over your children. I think that's like the trade-off.
More than just your children, everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? They're controlling the amount of money you might make, how much you eat, how much you live,
Your internet usage, like your political thoughts.
your travel. And
I
then-
think the way it could work is like everybody has a baseline or whatever, like based on whatever.
What are you calling? What are you talking about? 15-minute cities?
No, I'm talking about like a universal basic income.
like
Let's say,
survival fund type, like
yeah,
basic.
everyone gets like a 2 bands. Let's say if you're elderly, maybe you get like a 3 bands. If you're younger, you get a 1,500. Everyone gets like a baseline. And then if you choose to work or if you choose to make extra, you can make extra. But if you want to just go on easy with your little 3 bands per month, you could do that too.
But I would say that like, because we saw this during the pandemic, like a vast majority of people will go on easy with that 2 bands. It's enough for them to get their alcohol fix or their weed fix.
Yeah.
They can just be entertained. Like they can numb themselves and like they have enough money to like eat and see you the next day. And I think that's literally like what happened in 1984, like that book or like either that or Brave New World, where it's like, bro, you go home, you drink to like forget or whatever. And then you go back to this like whatever bullshit admin job that they give you.
Those are the NPCs. And I feel like those people would do that regardless. But for me, during the pandemic times, when I had bread coming in and I didn't have to work, that gave me the time to actually focus on content and build up a brand and do my passion rather than trading time at a job that I don't really like.
Yes, but you have a passion. There's a lot of people who have no passion, no ambition. So if you just give them that money a month, they're just going to sit there and then we're just going to have a percentage of our society that are just a bunch of like professional bums. Bro.
They're just going to be liming all day.
Yeah.
But you don't think that like if someone had the time, they could even like discover things that they didn't even know they were passionate about?
Possibly.
I think it gives them like a safety net where it's like, I don't have to worry about survival. So like, what do I actually like doing?
Imagine if you could just wake up in the morning and be like, what do I actually want to do today? You know?
Yeah. But then there's a lot of bum ass people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're creative. So like, that's how we think.
Yeah.
That's
like
fair.
I feel like we're kind of we're not looking outside of just like some of the regular people in life that like.
Because some people will think, oh, I want to like hurt somebody today now that I have the free time to do it. You know, I'm going to take my money and I'm going to go like peeping on Gil or something like, you know, so
or I'm bored. Like, I don't know how to be bored because I always want to do something. You know, I want to create something, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not podding or coming up with topics, I'm working on a documentary. I have a creative thing in my brain. But if you're just like one of those people who are like, you just watch TV when nothing's going on, and now just somebody gave you 2 racks a month to just sit and watch TV, bro, you're going to get bored, bro. And then you might do something fucked up, bro.
I feel like there has to be like a task or something that people have to do on the daily. Like if they choose not to do something else, then like, oh, to add to the grid, you have to take like maybe 10,000 steps on your speedometer.
Like give them some kind of responsibility. Because if it's up to them to give themselves a responsibility and you're not a creative, you're probably not going to do it.
And that's why in these like stories, like they give them these like government admin jobs that are like kind of meaningless, but they take up your time.
Give you a purpose.
Yeah, give you a purpose.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
exactly.
Monitor the AI to make sure the AI is doing this. Every now and then we'll ask you to write us an email.
Yeah.
And a lot of jobs are like that even now, you know?
I just feel like it's a slippery slope, and we'll end this here, but like it's a slippery slope when you start introducing that universal basic income, because like I feel like you're gonna produce more lazy people. The first wave of people are gonna be like, cool, that was all right, I'm still kind of ambitious. But what about the next generation that just grew up on universal basic income? You might get a bunch of lazy people going forward in the future, bro.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
At least we came from like having a work ethic. What if you don't have to have one, bro?
No, exactly. And that's your whole existence. No, I see what you mean.
It's like, what do you mean find a job? Like, I don't need a job.
Like, why? Like, come on, man. Like, it's almost the end of the month. My 2000's coming in. I actually got bumped up to 2,500.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Master gave me more. Let's wrap it up, man.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.